Hey basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about some different tactics on what you can do so that you can make your high school basketball team. Now, you don't have to be going out for your high school basketball team. These could be tips that you can use to go out for your middle school basketball team or any level of club basketball as well. These are just a simple overview. Now, number one, the biggest tip that I can give you today is just not to go to tryout and not be prepared. And what I mean by that is there's so many players out there. I did this one year myself where I didn't do any work in the summer. I didn't do hardly any work at all in basketball. I went out for the tryout. I ended up making the team, but I was really not prepared in the fact that I was no longer the strongest in practice. I was no longer the best ball handler because I was rusty. I was no longer the most in shape, which I'm not in shape anymore right now, but I am working on that. But to be ready. So what you need to do right now, going for September or November or whenever your tryouts are, is right now, starting today, what you need to do is go and ride a bike, or you can go for a jog or a run. Maybe just grab a basketball and start dribbling in your driveway, or if you can get to a basketball court, just start dribbling the ball to the basketball court, get to the basketball court, take a couple of shots. At least you've got the basketball in your hand, and at least you're doing some kind of physical activity. This is extremely important. There's nothing worse than being one of the most in-shape players, having a summer off, and then getting back, and you're dying on the sidelines because you haven't ran all summer and you're rusty and your shot might be off and you're just trying to kind of tangle everything back together and build your game back up to what it was. That takes sometimes months to get back into game shape, back into basketball shape. My suggestion right now is just to at least the very minimum start with something and then build your way back up before you get to tryouts. The next biggest tip that I can give you if you're looking to make a high school team or a team that you've never been on before is there's so many players who will go out to a tryout and say, I'm here, I want to be a point guard. Meanwhile, they're like 6'6". Or I'm here to be center. I want to be a center. I want to be the best center. But they're 5'5", and all the other centers who would be probably my first choice over them as a coach are maybe 6'2". So to get ready, to know and understand what that team is wanting. So I'm not going to say, hey, if you're 6'6", you're going to be a center. That might not be the fact in your school. Every school is different. And I'll even give you my high school as an example. Our senior team, when I was in grade 9, grade 10, we had a 6'6" center. My grade 12 year, our center was 6'2". Big difference. Huge difference. And that's just the same school. I've seen teams where they've got 7'2" centers in high school. That's crazy. So what I'm going to say to you is if you know the coach or if you have a contact of the coach, an email or whatever, email that coach and say, hey, this is what I specialize in. I've got a really good shot. I've got this. Or, hey, I'm 6'4". I've got this kind of a wingspan. Do you think I might be fitting more as a center, more as a forward? And then you can train yourself to be that position, or you can take my advice, what I give to every single player, and say, I don't know, height doesn't really matter. In my opinion, height really doesn't matter. On my team, I've had players who are like 6'4", and I've had another player who's 6'1", but the 6'1" is actually the starting center, and the 6'4" guy is actually our forward. I've had that before. So height doesn't really matter, it's the way you play. When I say that though, what I'm talking about is if your coach says it doesn't matter about height, play your game, what you need to do is play your game. Are you a good shooter? Go out and become a better shooter. If you're really good at driving to the net, get better at driving to the net. Find out different moves and different strategies on how you can get to the net. And then also work on your shot. Shooting is really important right now. This is why I keep on going back to shooting. Now, from there, what you need to do is just essentially get ready, know the position or maybe a couple of positions. If you don't know the position, work on your full skill. Because I've seen so many players who are short who became tall. I actually, a funny story, a player I used to play with, grade 8, he was 5'2". In grade 12, he was 6'6". Massive growth spurt, but you never know what position you're going to be playing in the future. So you should be training every position anyways. My biggest tip today is just to get out and to get working on your game. Whether you're going to be a point guard, a forward, a center, it doesn't matter. If you really want to train one position, go for it. But I would suggest for you to work on every single position. And if you can search my videos here on this channel, you can find guard workouts, forward workouts, center workouts. Maybe do a guard workout one day, do a forward workout another day, and then do a guard workout again. And then just keep on alternating. Or take some of the drills that I've talked about on this channel and just do them. It's as simple as that. And you'll become a lot better of a basketball player. This is how you can prepare for your upcoming season and for your upcoming tryouts. Another thing that's very important is working out. Working out is really important. Whether you are 9 years old, 14 years old, or 20 years old, working out's very important. And workouts for each one of those 3 age groups are going to be way different from each other. So for that 9-year-old, if you're a 9-year-old, 10-year-old watching this, what you should do right now is to start doing body weight exercises. Things like squats, lunges, sprinting, squat jumps, all of those, they're safe for you to do as long as you've got the proper form. And if you don't know what the proper form is, either ask your parents, ask a trainer, or find the videos on this channel. And I've got like 6 trillion. I got like 2,700 videos on this channel. For people who are in that teenager bracket, like the 12, 13, 14, 15, body weight exercises, if you haven't done weightlifting yet, get the form down and then work on the weights. I just want to let you know that working out does not stunt your growth unless you are not eating healthy. If you are eating healthy, you will be fine. If you're one of the kids who are not eating at all, like you are like paper thin and you literally just don't like to eat and you're eating maybe a hamburger at nighttime and that's it for the whole day, you shouldn't be working out. I've got a couple of family members who are like that. You should not be working out if you are eating like that. But if you're eating a balanced 3, 4, or 5 meal diet, obviously 5 meal, 4 meal, smaller, shorter meals, then that would be okay. But you need to really focus on your nutrition if you're starting to work out. Actually, that just goes for any exercise in general. You should really focus on your nutrition. When you get to the 20-year-old age, you just go do weights, go do body weights, body weight exercises, with weights and whatever else. It doesn't matter. Just do it with the correct form. If you really want to jump higher as well, go check out my vertical jump training book. It's linked in the description below. Also, if you like this shirt, go check out the shirt in down below as well. It's the Teespring line of shirts underneath this video. I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope this video has helped you a bit. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave your questions in the comments below. I get back to 99.9% of everybody's comment. The only comments I don't get back to are the ones that call me fat or anything else. Anyways, I'll see you guys again in my next video.